All right, hey everybody, my name's Corey.
I'm Teresa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage. And today we're going to talk to you a little bit about what sold over the weekend for us. And we're going to mix in a few topics here along the way. One of them is a comment from our previous video. We're going to talk about two different items we had removed from eBay recently here and why they got removed. One of them is a new one we've never actually had happen before. We've never even really heard of it before. So stick around for that one. It's towards the end of the video. And we're going to discuss something we're noticing about seasonality that we really didn't know was the case until recently. I mean, this is our first real full cycle in the reselling business on eBay. So we're going to talk about something new we noticed about seasonality. But as always, in these type of videos, we pull kind of some of the items that sold over the weekend so we can get them packed up and out of here. So we're going to start out with that. And what's the first item?
We sold some silverware. We sold 4 United Silver stainless dinner forks.
That's those ones there. Nothing fancy. I guess I'm showing you the wrong end. Maybe this end seems to be the important end.
Did you know that there's an easy way, besides size difference, to tell between a salad fork and a dinner fork?
What?
A salad fork has a little V right in the center of the
like
center.
Right in here?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. I don't know why. Maybe it's to get your lettuce to stay on better.
If you know why, tell us why salad forks have the little thing in the middle there. Why that's different. But, so these are not salad forks. These are dinner forks. See, we're learning. We're here learning every day. And these ones sold for how much?
$14.99 plus shipping. They're one of the few ones that I did plus shipping. Typically, I do them
free shipping.
Free shipping.
Yeah.
I just bump it up some to include the shipping.
Yeah, so 4 little forks. Easy peasy.
The next thing we sold was a pheasant folding knife in a case. It's pocket knife.
It's a nice little case. It looks fancy. It's not a particularly fancy, well, it's fancy. It's just not a particularly expensive knife. It's fairly cheaply made, but it does have a nice pheasant scenery. It's more of a display knife. Not one you'd probably want to carry. I don't think I'd carry that. I think I would tear that up.
You don't have to show them yours.
I would just stick with the old Pocket knives.
Pocket
knife. This is the little Winchester knife. I've had it since, what, 2007?
I don't know.
Yeah, since 2007.
I know your kids gave it to you.
Yeah. But this decorative one sold, and that sold for how much?
$14.99.
$14.99.
We're on a trend here. $14.99. $14.99. It's going to change.
We'll take it. Every $10 help. All right, so that actually leads us to a comment that we had on our previous video, which kind of struck home a little bit because we do realize having the eBay shop we have and having the team we have between the two of us, we are pretty fortunate when it comes to reselling on the eBay platform. And you want to read the comment?
Yes, it is from Daisy Blooms 4813. Thank you for your comment, Daisy. Hopefully your name is Daisy. It says, "You guys are funny. I wish I had someone to do this with. It would be fun to share the wins and bounce ideas off of someone. Off of someone."
Yeah. I think we take for granted a lot of times just how important that is. Like if we were doing this solo, I don't think we would enjoy any part of the business as much as we do.
I think the picking and selling piece we would. I'm just saying, it's fun.
Okay.
I've gone without you.
I'm feeling way less important to this business right now. Maybe we should have done a different comment.
I'm just saying.
I could speak for myself, and I can say that if I didn't have Grams to do this with, I wouldn't enjoy the shopping piece nearly as much. I definitely wouldn't.
Like, I went without you, but didn't necessarily. The only reason I enjoyed it was because I wasn't really picking. I was just hanging with people.
Yeah. I definitely wouldn't enjoy the back end side of this that much, the shipping and the listing and that stuff. Grams takes a significant part of that burden, and
I like shipping.
Yeah.
I like boxing.
I try to do all the boxing and packing, which she will not allow because she's jealous and wants to do more of the packing. But
I do enjoy it.
We do tend to work together well. After we get in a groove, we tend to learn our roles and just work together well. And I think it'd be very difficult to do this solo.
We have been officially working together, just the two of us, since 2017.
Yep. So we do have a bit of a...
Is that it? No, it's been longer.
It's been longer than that.
No. Because
Is that when you left?
2017 is when I left Raven.
Yeah. We were working together long before that.
I did stuff after my normal job.
Yeah, just not full time. I think 2017 is when she came on full time
2013 was when I started working with you.
Yeah. So we've been doing this a long time, and I think having that extra person there makes all the difference in the world. I know a lot of people do this as their kind of their job. It's their thing, and they're just, maybe their spouse or partner doesn't really care that much about it. I know when we had separate jobs, we didn't care that much about each other's jobs other than, are you getting paid this week?
Pretty much.
So if it was that way in this business, I think it would be even lonelier and not a great, I don't think I would enjoy it.
No, you got to have somebody. Sometimes I will admit I don't necessarily want to talk about certain stuff like that. I don't want to talk about it all day long.
I'm excited about the numbers side of the business. I'm always excited about the numbers side of the business. Her, not so much.
I just like every other piece of it.
Yeah. So
I don't like coming up with topics for videos. That's like I enjoy doing the YouTube videos.
Yeah.
I just don't like the back end of it. I don't enjoy coming up with the topics. I don't enjoy coming up with thumbnails and titles.
Which I think is why we work so well together. We're so polar opposite that we kind of fill in the gaps where the other person drops, and it just works. And if you're working a normal job, you have your coworkers for that type of relationship and that type of camaraderie. When you're doing this, you lose those coworkers unless you have one built in like we do. So Daisy, I completely understand that comment. I empathize with it, and I don't know how we would do this alone other than get more involved with the community that's surrounding this. There is an amazing community, and you've always got us to bounce ideas and wins off of. So
yep, we're here for you.
We're not a support group.
No, but we're here for you.
All right,
It's
so
all good.
That's all I got to say about that.
Okay, let's talk about something else we sold.
Let's do it.
And I have to make a comment on it after we pull it. So we sold a Stampin' Up! Paper Shaper Scallop Square Punch.
Yep. So punch the piece of paper out with that little shape there.
Yep.
You stick it right in there and squeeze. Don't do it with your finger. Well, your finger won't fit in there.
That's why they do it that way.
That's what that is.
It doesn't work real good with regular paper. Like I tried to test them all out with like regular paper.
I did it with 2 pieces of paper and it worked well.
I know. You're supposed to use like cardstock on it.
Yeah, I think that's why 1 piece of paper is just too thin. But it does work.
That one sold. I just listed it yesterday.
Yep.
And it sold this morning for $13.99. But on a positive note, our entire 240, I think it was 240 some items that we bought in our Stampin' Up! Lot, I have sold 17 of them, and I'm already $50 in the profit.
You said on a positive note. This is positive. It's sold.
On another positive note. I know it's a positive note that it sold. And that doesn't include this item or the other Stampin' Up! Item that came in.
We have a couple more that sold over the weekend. I don't know if we'll cover them in the video, but...
We don't. We won't. We'll just do that one. But I am now officially over $50 in the profit on my Stampin' Up! Stuff. And I have them all sitting over there, and we've sold a bunch, and I have probably 30, 40 of them sitting behind me that I have not listed yet.
Easily. So... And that's just one of those things. We took a chance and we paid up for something and took a risk to learn about it. So we learned something and we're in the profit, and it looks like we're going to profit pretty big by the time we sell them all.
Do you know total listed price right now?
Yeah.
Over almost $3,000.
I don't think they're going to move fast. I think we'll be selling Stampin' Up! Stuff for the next 3 years. But
for $135, it was $135.
It's 135. Something like that.
It was 40 and 75.
Yeah.
Anyways, for $135 to make $3,000, I'd do it every day.
Yeah.
And they don't take long to list because it's a front, back,
like a
open,
CD.
And you're done.
And before that, we had actually passed up on a lot of Stampin' Up! Stuff. I mean, because we didn't know that much about it. And now we kind of know what to look for.
Yeah, I don't know if I would buy like in the past we bought the wood block stamps. Yeah. For some reason, I think it's because they take up so much space. Whereas with the other ones, it's like a CD case. You just put it in a shelf and you can just pull them out. Whereas the other ones, you have to have them in totes or something.
Yeah.
Totes or something.
So win-win. We got to learn and we got to profit, and that's always a good day. So. All right, guys, before we move on, just for a real quick second, we have about 1,900 subscribers on this channel now. As of recording this, we're just over 1,900. And we actually do pretty good with views, but Grams has said that maybe, just maybe, if we can get to 2,000 subscribers, she'll let me have a chair like hers. so I don't have to stand up for every video.
No, this is the only chair.
When do I get a
I do
chair?
have another. The other chair's at the computer. You don't get a chair. You just get to stand.
I might get a chair. I'm going to keep negotiating, but help me out here. Help me hit 2,000 subscribers so I have something to negotiate with. And hit the subscribe button below if you like these type of videos. And make sure to hit the like button as well. And we're going to jump back into the video. So thank you guys.
Okay, we sold another Hasbro Marvel Universe character. We sold Submariner.
And I don't know about Submariner, like an Aquaman type. That would be like an Aquaman. I see he's got a trident. He's also got little wings on his boots like Hermes. Right? Is that the Greek god that flew too close to the sun? Hermes?
I don't know. There's a Monster High guy that's got fins on his legs too.
Now I'm all confused, but I think, yeah. So that's the dude right there. And he sold for how much?
$18.50, free shipping, and he's going to Germany.
He's going to take a long ride. He's going to go over the ocean. I wonder if he'll go on a boat or a plane.
I think I want to find a united, like a global map.
I think we have one at the office.
I want a global map because I think I want to put it up in here and I want to start like putting dots.
Mark off everywhere
what countries we've sold to.
That'd be kind of cool.
I don't know, just something I thought about.
There you go.
Okay.
New project.
So, Grams was a naughty girl. Grams listed something and eBay took it down for counterfeit.
Yeah, we've had Veros before. We've had Veros where they take your item down and tell you the company complained that it wasn't authentic. And that's kind of what this one was. They took it down and said it was counterfeit based on it being reported.
And it did. It doesn't have tags on it anywhere. I have looked. Whoops, I did not.
We're making sales on the go
Silence. What is that? High five, high five. That was my $1,099 item.
Okay, we're going to have to turn the volume down on that.
Sorry, that was, so we sold, in amongst all this,
We'll zoom in and show.
Well, I don't know, it's like, it's just my image.
We picked up some electrical test equipment at a garage sale, and we just sold the second piece, right?
Yep, we sold the other one over the
We sold it while we were away.
Yeah, we sold it while we were in Cincinnati,
Yeah.
and that one sold for $499, and that one overseas, and I don't know where this one's going, but it sold for $1,099.
And it's like a really fancy battery load tester and
Something.
yeah.
But
And I think we had $65 in the two of them together.
we had $100 between the two pieces and a whole
Yeah.
box.
We bought a
of
box of
screwdrivers.
electrician screwdrivers that are insulated all the way down. So I think we had $65 in the two testers, and it'd be over $1,500 profit.
Grams is going to do the happy dance. Let's go back to our Vero. Sorry for the interruption. That was just a good sale I've been waiting on.
Okay, so this is the culprit.
Yep. There's no tags on her at all.
What was she called?
She is Poppy's Playhouse,
Poppy's Playhouse.
I think.
So I think what we found out when they removed it, when we did some more research and looked around, they may actually be right. This may actually be a knockoff because we weren't able to find some of the telltale things that are there. The clothing has a piece of white stitch tag on it that's torn off, but there's actually nothing, there's nothing there. No writing.
Yeah. She is Poppy from Poppy's Playtime.
Yep.
And the only ones I ever found, which was weird, on eBay was the, like, Poppy's Playtime is like a horror.
Yeah, they all have a
horror thing.
They all have like a scary look to them, like a Chucky doll, and this one is more the pre-Chucky, like the good guy doll version.
I'm trying to see.
So they may very well be accurate.
This is the original.
I can bring it back. I can zoom in on it.
This is the original one that I found. And I found those ones all over that has the little X in the eye and the button.
The button eye and the X.
But this is like the pre-horror girl, I guess. But they didn't like it. So what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to take it. I'm going to take some new pictures of it. I'm going to go list it over on Mercari.
And we won't try and sell it as that doll. We'll list it as a imitation doll or similar to doll.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll try and list it as that doll because I don't think it is. But we will list it as a plush. I mean, it even looks different because the cheeks aren't rosy. Like, it's different. But I think we will sell it. We'll just sell it as a plush. We won't pass it off as what it's not because I do believe they may have actually had the right on this one. So we got zeroed on that. We've had those before.
Otherwise, I don't think I paid much for it.
No, we could toss it and not get hurt on it.
I could probably just send it over to, I don't know, donate it to some place that gives away dolls for little kids.
Yep. So there's that one.
It's not the first time we've had Vero. Most of the Veros we've had, though, in the past don't necessarily have to do with that. Like, we had one with a water filter. Somebody got butthurt over a water filter.
Most of the Veros we had are just companies that don't want you to sell their stuff. Like, we looked and looked. Some of it we knew was authentic, like, without a doubt. Some of it we weren't certain enough. I guess we weren't 100% certain, and it wasn't worth the fight one way or the other. So we generally just take them down. We're not gonna fight them on it. It just kind of stinks that is able to happen. But sometimes when this happens and it makes you dig a little deeper, and you find out you actually did possibly, I don't know for sure, but possibly have a counterfeit. I don't mind that program being there, because we don't want to sell a counterfeit any more than somebody wants to buy one. So. All right, let's look at what sold next.
Out of our pick from a picker, we sold a Tech Deck Expedition 1 skateboard fingerboards, brand new in the box.
Yep.
A set of 4.
We got them there. Just a bunch of different skateboards, and it is brand new. It's sealed. I don't think it's ever been out of there.
Nope, I didn't take it out. Don't open it.
And that one sold for how much?
$22.50.
Crazy that those things sell. We have a bunch of this Tech Deck stuff, like the ramps and stuff we haven't listed yet.
No, I think the Tech Deck boards themselves, I don't find a whole lot about them by themselves, but I might just lot them all up and sell them as one lot and let. It's not something that interests me, so to go through and try and find them, yeah,
I get it.
So those ones I might just lot up and sell as a big lot on eBay.
Yep, probably ain't a bad idea.
And not pick them up in the future.
Yeah, if you're not interested at all, it's like if I was going to go out and buy a tote of Barbies, they would just sit there or get sold off as a lot. I wouldn't go through them like Grams does. So if you're not interested in what you're buying, it doesn't do you any good to buy a bunch of it, because it'll just sit. All right, let's look at what sold next.
We sold something we've been holding on to for a while. This is another big sale. A Cozy Christmas Eve English Bulldogs by Danbury Mint. It lights up and it's rare. You can't see it.
Look how cool this is. This is awesome.
You can't see it because it didn't go in a tote. So I wrapped it up to make sure that it didn't get damaged, because it is fragile.
Yep. That actually is next part of our topic. That's the seasonality piece we were going to talk about. That we packed up immediately because we did the comps on it. It was part of a bulk buy.
Nope. Kind of. We initially bought that for $20 from a lady.
Yep.
And when she brought it to me, she's like, "Oh, are you really interested in bulldogs?" And I'm like, Sure. So we ended up getting a whole bunch of Danbury Mint yearly, like it's a yearly subscription that were all the Christmas ornaments. Yep. And those sold like that.
Yeah, and they were selling for like $100 a pop.
Yep.
Very quickly, and they did not last. We sold out of them within a month, I think.
Yep.
So that was an amazing buy. The bulk buy was. This one, when we saw the comps, they were way up there. So we wrapped it up because it is very delicate. Like it's very detailed.
It has little lights on it that light up, but
it all works.
We initially listed it where the comps were at like $1,300.
Yep.
We sat on it. We sent out offers on it. We did everything possible. Finally, I just lowered it to like half price.
Yeah, and it went out of season. And some of the sales that are out there are in the range where we sold it. So I think we were just shooting for the moon initially. But on this one, we sat on it because we knew it was going to sell. We had like one of the only ones left.
Mm-hmm. It's the only one that was out there.
Yep. And while Christmas does sell year round, you don't get the same kind of market value for your items if you're selling Christmas in July. Mm-mm. If somebody's buying something for Christmas in July, they're looking for deals because it's off season. Yep. So if you have something like this piece, I would highly recommend just letting it sit. Wait until fourth quarter, wait till the Christmas season. All the way from now through January, February timeframe, you're going to be able to get the best premium for that product. And we ended up getting what for that?
So we paid $20 for it.
Yep.
And we got $675.
So it's no battery tester, but that was a great sale that made our week. So
it was, and like I said, we made enough. The whole sale for the whole lot was $120 because we paid $100 for her ornaments, and I'm pretty sure there was like 15 or something in there.
Yep. And again, it just depends on your space. Like you could see, this isn't taking up a lot of space. It's pretty small. We could set that on the shelf. We could wait a year. If this was a giant 3-foot Santa blow mold, I might have been way more interested in selling July at a discount just to clear the space because we need it.
Should we talk about the other item real quick? We did sell it. It's not on my list. I can grab it.
Sure.
It's not over here.
Here's an example of something you shouldn't hold out for the best price on and just sell it when you can.
Oh, it's not even a light up one.
No. So,
it's Easter.
Yep. Easter is, I don't know. I don't think our Easter stuff has been nearly as good. I think Christmas, Halloween.
Yeah, because we had this. We held on to this. This was I think this was one of our very first, besides our pumpkins,
Yep.
very first blow mold that we ever picked up.
And it's a cool one.
It is. It's Happy Easter. Actually, it says Happy Easter. But we did pick up some Department 56. I think it's Department 56 Easter stuff too. That we've sold one here. I think I got like 4 or 5 of them, and I think I have 3 of them left because they just haven't sold.
I think Easter and Thanksgiving and holidays like that, I think they're just a tougher sell. I think Halloween and Christmas is where the money's at. So when we're buying holiday stuff, and even if we run into like something fancy like Danbury Mint or Department 56 or Lamax, sticking to the 2 major holidays, I think is probably a safe bet. I think as soon as you start talking about the Easters and Thanksgivings and holidays like that, I think you got to shrink the value on that and extend the sell-through rate. Like it's going to take a while to move them, and this one's no exception. It took over a year.
It did, and we sold it at a discount.
For how
we
much?
sold it for $40.
$40
Because I wanted it gone.
That's like half a tote worth of shelf that we just cleared up. That's a big spot.
Okay, I'm going to put him down.
All right. So we just tossed in 2 things that we weren't even planning to have in the video.
We tossed in one.
The battery thing that just sold.
Oh,
in there.
yeah. It's
So-
okay. It's okay.
So we got a few extra products that sold in this video. Not a big deal. We're glad to see them get out of here. But the next product we actually had planned to have in here is what?
An American Girl doll outfit. We sold the Truly Me competition cheer outfit.
I recognize the purple. When you see this, it's kind of iconic. That's the American Girl look.
Yep, it has the cheerleading, the top, the skirt.
Yeah,
the shoes.
It is on the front of the box. I
and a
don't know
bow.
if you can make it out, but
You
I'll
can
put a
open
picture.
it. I don't think it'll hurt it. It's not like it's
I don't
packaged
wanna
up
open it.
perfectly.
But yeah, little cheerleading outfit for American Girl doll went for how much?
$39.99.
Yep. So watch out for that looking box right there.
Yeah, because even the other thing. Speaking of outfits, keep an eye out for Build-A-Bear outfits. Bolo, especially Hello Kitty Build-A-Bear outfits.
Depending on what they are, we did really well on some Hello Kitty Build-A-Bear outfits.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about them other than I think it was. I don't know if it's because they were Build-A-Bear or if it was because it was Hello Kitty.
I think it was a combination of both.
But they did really well for us.
Yeah, so keep an eye out for Build-A-Bear. Okay.
There's that one.
The next item up, we sold some Mary Kay. Corey went shopping, and the guy told him it would be fabulous for his face. We sold Mary Kay clarifying mask formula.
Yep. The guy at the garage sale did tell me I was going to have a great complexion after buying all this stuff. I think we threw him off guard with me in there negotiating on,
I didn't negotiate.
on Mary Kay, but we did get a bunch of this stuff, and it has been selling
We don't have much
pretty
left.
decent. Yeah, we don't have a lot left. So that one sold for how much?
$22.95.
Yep.
And on the subject of Mary Kay, I will tell you, Graham's made a boo-boo. Always pay attention to the quantity of the item you sell. We sold another Mary Kay that was just a littler bottle, and I just thought it was one bottle, and I didn't pay attention until, I don't even know what prompted
It was
me to look at it.
yesterday that you told me.
But I only shipped out one bottle.
Yep, and they ordered
They bought
2.
2.
So we had to send a message out and get another one shipped. Things like that happen, and we got that one straightened out. I don't think they're going to be mad about it because they are going to be getting one tomorrow probably. And
Today.
then
Oh, yeah, tomorrow.
post
'Cause,
office is
yeah,
closed
you're
today.
right.
So they'll be getting one tomorrow, and then they'll get one probably a day or 2 later. So
Yep.
And we did get in contact with them. So that brings us to the new,
The
not really a Vero, but a Vero.
really it's I don't
First
know.
time ever it's happened to us, and we got hit with an embargoed goods takedown. Like they took an item down. Sounds like a sting.
Take down.
It wasn't a federal sting. They just took an item down because
Yes.
of the Embargoed Goods Act.
So we learned that you cannot sell anything that is linked to Cuba, made in Cuba, or anything because we have an embargo
Says
on
Cuba, has a Cuban accent. Like I think they just across the board.
Now I'm
because
glad though because on that
it is weird. Here's what we sold.
we sold it. We had an ashtray up. We didn't sell it.
We didn't sell it. It was just listed. It's a big cigar ashtray for
Monte Cristo.
Monte Cristo cigars, which is a Cuban company. However, this was not made in Cuba. Has a sticker says made in China.
But
it is associated with a Cuban company, and it was a 70th anniversary like gift, I think, from the company. So because of that, and this one you could probably see right here, it is cracked. But even with that crack, it still had some value, and we had it listed. I think because it's cracked, I will probably just toss that. I don't think I'm going to keep it, and I'm not going to try and resell it anywhere.
Nope, and we do have one more that was in our pile of ashtrays that hadn't been listed yet that also is made in Cuba.
Yeah.
We will not list that one either.
Yep. So yeah, we got hit with an embargoed goods item takedown. What do you call it? An embargoed goods item removal?
Yes.
There you go.
But I'm glad now that I know that, because we were at a garage sale when we went to a bunch of garage sales one time. In this garage sale we went back to 3 times.
Yep.
They had a whole bunch of cool Cuban cigar boxes.
Yeah, they had totes and totes of empty cigar boxes, and a lot of them were from Cuba. Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't buy them, because that would have been such a waste of money to not be able to sell them.
Yeah, and she was almost giving them away at that point. We just didn't know enough about them to even bother. And room was an issue because we had bought a whole bunch of other stuff there. So we left them behind. But knowing what we know now, yeah. So anything associated with Cuba.
Yeah, especially if it was made in Cuba, if it has anything to do with Cuban cigars.
Any ties to Cuban companies.
Yep.
Just
stay away from it.
If in doubt at all, just leave it alone. I guess I had heard that before. It's just not something that you ever really think about until
let alone that it
you
says,
think about.
And we're not cigar people, so Monte Cristo, you know,
Didn't
I know
mean
there's
anything.
a movie and there's a sandwich and whatnot, but
Yeah, I didn't know anything about the company. I just knew the thing said made in China. And it was a cigar ashtray, and I know cigar ashtrays can be decent. So learned a lesson there. And we're glad we know it now. Hopefully it didn't hurt the account too bad, but I don't think it will. All right, so we just got a few things left. What's next?
we sold a hat. We sold a Team Nike University of Michigan baseball hat.
Yep. And I have gotten to the point where I almost never buy hats anymore. I very seldom buy hats, unless for some reason they're nostalgic to me for whatever reason. Michigan and the 49ers have some nostalgia for me because my older brother always loved those two teams. All the way through high school, he had 2 hats, a Michigan hat and a 49ers hat. Well, for a while there, he was wearing a Notre Dame hat too. Maybe he didn't know who he liked, but there was some nostalgia to that. That's why I picked it up. And it's a fitted hat, but it is in pretty good shape, and it sold for how much?
It sold for $24.99.
Yeah, so it ended up being a pretty decent purchase. So we'll get that boxed up and out of here. What do you got next?
Slowly but surely, my Fortnite characters are going down. I'm pretty sure we've already made our money back on this buy, but we sold the Fortnite Squads Legend, Peely, Expert, Cuddle, and Jonesy figures.
Yeah, a bunch of little micro Fortnite figures.
Yep.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, and their accessory, a few of their accessories and stuff, weapons.
You know
More than a
what
few.
Peely is?
They're pretty complete. Peely's the banana, right?
Peely is a banana.
Okay, there's a pink teddy bear and dude that looks like
That's
Thor.
Cuddle.
A cop. I don't know. Army guy. All right, so that's them. And that little bag of micros sold for how much?
$9.49.
All right. So that's it for what's going out. Well, that's it for what's going out in this video. We have a whole bunch more packing to do today. So we're going to get to that. We're going to let you guys go, and we will see you next time.
Hasta la vista, baby.